Yo, check me out. Before you start this podcast, this is for mature, disturbed, and downright lunatic individuals who like learning, but also have a twisted sense of humor. I'm a comedian, and this is a sorry attempt at making the world a little brighter. So if you wish to enter my insane, unfiltered, raw, explicit mind, please be advised, it's gonna get nasty. Thank you. What up, everybody? Welcome back to another great and exciting episode of the Wandering Mind Podcast, where the mind wanders. I, of course, am your unrelenting, horny host, Kevin G, and it is brought to you by Today in Culture. Now, today is a very, very great podcast because I bring to you knowledge from the great beyond, knowledge from another dimension where not only you will help yourself, but you may also be able to help others. Now, the topic I want to talk about is extremely important, and a lot of people need to hear this because if you don't, you may not be able to save countless lives. Now, I want everybody here to be able to save countless lives if you are able to, okay? If you're able to. Some may not be able to. You understand me? Because the topic I'm about to talk about is extremely important, and I need you guys first and foremost to understand that what you're about to hear is a knowledge bomb. My ass. Okay, so what's today's topic, Kevin? Well, I'll tell you right now, but first, let me take off my shirt, okay? Oh my god, he's getting naked. Yeah, because it's fucking hot. You know how much... Oh, fuck, I just ripped my shirt. You son of a bitch. Alright, now that I'm shirtless, as you guys know, my studio is hot as fuck. So, don't mind me. You can't even see me anyways. I got my nuts on my chest, so fuck it. Now, the topic I want to talk about today on this beautiful, lovely Wednesday. Oh, it is fucking hump day. Oh yeah, fuck me, daddy. Oh, it is a good day. Well, let's get on to it. The topic is donating blood. Okay, donating blood. That is a very, very, very important thing everybody here can do. It is an important thing you should do if you are able to, okay? Because not only are you saving lots of lives, you yourself are saving yourself from yourself. Now you're asking me, what does that mean, Kevin? Well, I'm trying to tell you. Well, before we start that, I hope you guys have your water because you know what time it is? It's time to get some of that good H2O, that agua, that good nutritious clear beverage. All right, so everybody, let's get your drink in hand and let's drink together, okay? 1, 2, 3. Delicioso. Okay, make sure you get the water in you because if you cannot get that H2O in you, then that means you will die and you will get butt fucked. Now, donating blood, it is extremely important that you do it. I used to do it a lot. I still continue to do it, but I used to do it a lot in high school, mainly to get out of class. Oh yeah. Because if you were to donate blood, you did not have to attend your other classes. I would always pretend, oh, I'm feeling fainting. I'm feeling lightheaded. I need more sugar. And then I'd fall on the floor like a dramatic bitch. Whoa. But yeah, if you are able to donate blood, it is extremely, I keep saying that, extremely beneficial to the world because you are helping out another person, you directly. You may say, I've never helped anybody else in my world. Get that dick out my mouth. Well, here's what I gotta say. You could help somebody out today. You can be a superhero. You don't need to wear a cape. You do not need to be saving lives physically. All you have to do is stick your arm out and get stuck by a needle. Now, some of you may be saying to yourself, I hate needles, and why does my ass smell so bad? Well, I'll tell you the first one. If you're scared of needles, close your eyes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of terrified of needles myself, especially when they come at you with a big ass thick needle and you're just like, holy jumping Jehoshaphat, that's gonna hurt. But the thing is, you are probably just psyching yourself out. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't have that big of a fear of needles. It's just that it looks scary because you got a person coming at you with a sharp object, and you've seen one too many horror movies, and you might think, oh my god, she's about to stab me right in my cornea. Well, guess what? She only's done that one time. So, don't worry about it. I'm a goat. But yeah, it's not as bad as you would believe. You get me? What happens is, all right, let me break it down for you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about my first time donating blood in the high school, because you have to be, I believe, 16 years of age to donate your blood. You have to be a certain weight to donate blood, and you cannot be black. I'm just playing. You can't be brown. Racism brought to you by Today in Culture. But no, anybody could join. Anybody could donate blood. It doesn't matter, because on the inside, we're all red. We're all red. We're all Indians, you get me? We're all red. Shout out to the white people for murdering all fucking races. But yes, all you have to do is have a big heart. If you have a huge heart, you too are able to save lives. Okay, so there I was. I was a late bloomer because I didn't graduate high school until I was 17 years of age as a senior, because I entered high school at an early age because I am what you call a gifted individual with a large cock. Now, the large cock has nothing to do with my smartness, but what it does have to do is I have a large head on both sides of the spectrum, if you know what I mean. It's 2 inches. Oh my god. Shut up. Shut up right now, Catherine. I don't need to hear you. I don't need to hear that kind of shenanigans you're spewing out your shit box. Oh, it's true. It's so true. But this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I was 16 years of age. I was a junior. Beautiful, beautiful. A little chunky. A little on the chunky side because I didn't really work out. But I did do sports. But I digress. Kevin, stay on topic here. Just because you have OCD does not mean you have to go off your tangent. Tangent. Meaning off the subject you are... What the fuck? Is that a fly? I think I just swallowed a fly. I don't know why I swallowed a fly. She swallowed a spider to get the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the spider, but she swallowed the spider to get to the fly. Shout out to you if you know where that is from. I love, I think it was, that was preschool or, no, that was kindergarten or first, I believe it was kindergarten. I love it. I love it. Shout out to all the mats. I used to lay down on the mats. It was extremely fun. I would just lay my head and masturbate. Where was I? Yeah, I was a junior. And all I had to do was say, I would like to donate, please. I'm an American. And I would like to save countless lives. I forget how much liters they take, but it is a pretty substantial amount of blood if you meet the requirements necessary for you to donate. Because if you don't, you can't donate because you're too scrawny and your ass will evaporate. You'll just, when Thanos snaps his fingers, that's gonna be you just. Nothing's gonna be left but your tooth. That's it, and maybe a fingernail. So if you are healthy, meet the right requirements. Like me, I had to go in there, get weighed. I believe I was a hefty 185. Shout out to the 185 gangs. I was extremely beautiful at the time. I had my hair slicked back. I didn't wear glasses at the time because I thought glasses were ugly. And I said, you know what? Glasses aren't cool. And then I started walking and ran into a wall. So if you need glasses, please wear your glasses or else risk danger. If you want to live on the edge, if you want to be a little dangerous, please do not wear your glasses. But if you want to become a good human being and you do not want to get bullied, wear your glasses. And then you could hide a switchblade in the frame, and then you could pull it out when someone's bullying you and stab them right in their cornea. Shout out to the cornea, word of the day. If you guys know where a cornea is, you are a badass. Because I know where a cornea is. A cornea is right on my penis hole. And anyways, they weighed me right there. They were like, damn, boy, you a fatty, ain't you? Stop. I'm here for a good cause. And then I weighed 185. The lady was like, wow, I want to fuck you. No, please, no. And then Mr. Heifer left because he wasn't supposed to be there. He was a pedophile. Jesus Christ, man. You are off topic right now. What is wrong with you? Well, obviously, it all started back in 1972 when I was a young adolescent. I had 3 nipples at the time. The doctor said I would have lived, but also that my tooth would fall out. I only had 1 at the time, and half of it fell off, unfortunately, due to gingivitis. But gingivitis wasn't existed back in the day. That makes sense because you're an Englishman. And here I go, going off. Okay, so once I got weighed, what else did they tell me? I had to go. They have these little beds for you to lay down on. Cute little beds, you know, nice little what is it, like plastic or something? I don't know what the fuck is on it, but you have to lay down. They have it looks like you're in the ER. You get me? They have that pole with the little baggie right there, and then you have to lay down, and the nurse comes. How are you feeling, boy? Well, I'm feeling good, man. How are you feeling? I'm feeling real good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, no problem. Can I fuck you? No, please, no. And then the lady just tries to calm you down, tries to keep you cool, calm, and collective while she takes your blood pressure and all that. She wants to make sure you are a healthy candidate. Because if you are not a healthy candidate, why the fuck are you even there? You get me? You have got to be A-OK in the BRAIN. That means brain for those of you who don't have one. Haha, jokes. Brought to you by the Wandering Mind Podcast, where the mind wanders. Okay. Yeah, so I was laying right there. I checked out in all the aspects. She was like, blood pressure, fine. Heart rate, perfect. And look at his cock. Small. And then after that, I had to take my pants off. I mean, I had to roll up my sleeve. So once I rolled up my sleeve, the lady was like, cool. I like your veins. I've never heard a lady compliment my veins until that day, because I have extremely large veins. I am what you call a perfect candidate for heroin. So if I ever decide to do heroin, guess what? I am a beautiful candidate. They'll be like, wow, sir, you have great veins. That's what the lady told me. Like I said, I've never been complimented on them, but I kind of felt a little aroused. And I didn't know what to do with myself, so I simply said, thank you, I guess. And there's a little armrest that you have to put your arm on. That way you don't have to worry about holding it up because, fuck that. You're going to be there for like a good at least hour. An hour of your time getting sucked off by a machine. It's not as pleasant as you would think. You get me? You probably imagine the Terminator going, I'll be back. And then you splooge, and then he's like, ooh, that's not the blood I was looking for. But I digress. And then I put my arm on the rest. She straps me up. She has to make sure to put that one thing that squeezes your arms to check your blood pressure. You get me? You have to have that. That way it squeezes your arms so you can get the maximum amount of blood coming out. Because if you do not, then you will be even longer in there donating blood. So you have to have that on. That way it squeezes and then it releases once you don't have any more blood for that few minute, and then it squeezes it again and then you get more blood out. So there I was. Everything was fine. I was a little nervous, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a tad bit nervous. It was my first time. And she was like, oh, well, here we go. And I seen her pull out. Well, first she swabbed down my arm, because you have to disinfect your arm to make sure there's no, what do they call it, bacteria or any kind of germs on your arm. So they wipe it down with some kind of antiseptic, something to really make sure you're clean. And then as they're wiping it down, they're talking to you. Yeah, okay, so this is your first time, huh? Yeah. This is my first time, senora. Well, it's not going to be too bad. Just remember, you don't have a fear of needles, right? No, not really, but it's not going to hurt too much, right? Ha ha ha. It's going to fucking hurt a lot, boy. Oh no, I don't want to. And then they strapped me down and then did not let me go anywhere. There was a giant man holding me down by my neck, and I was like, no, senor, please, no more. And then he socked me square in my eye, and I had a black eye. And then there was another guy holding down my legs, and I was like, please, I can't no more. And then I got punched in the face again. And then they grabbed my arm and stabbed me with a giant syringe. Okay, Kevin, could be crazy. I can't help it. Sorry about that. It's okay. But let's try to get back to it. All right. Quit interrupting me then. Well, you're the one that's interrupting yourself. Well, yeah, but fuck it. So there I was, laying down. The lady was swabbing down my arm, making sure I was good and clean, like my penis. And then when she was done, she whipped out a little, long, thick needle. I was a little scared at the time. I remember I was crying on the inside. On the inside, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm not going to cry on the outside. What am I? A fish? And she crept closer with that syringe, making it ever so daunting. Just, it was like the theme song of Jaws coming at me. Duna, 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 duna. That's not even a fucking theme song. I know. I was trying to think of it and I forgot how it went. Does it go? Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo. I can't even, what the French? I can't even think about it right now. As you could tell, I am extremely happy today. I did take my Death Wish coffee. That is why I'm a little energized, a little bit more hyped, and feeling extremely A-okay. So as she crept closer, she was about 6 inches away from my arm. You know how I knew? Because that's how big her penis was. And then she got closer, 5 inches, 4 inches. And I couldn't look, so I turned away. But then I had to look because I was like, you know what? I've never done this before, so I twist my head back around. Then I watch her. My arm is squeezed because of the compression of the device that I told you earlier about. My vein is just out, just really bulging out, feeling like, oh, I'm gonna get nicked. And then she is so half an inch away from it, and I see it. She stabs it in there. I see the needle puncture my vein, and the pain at the moment, it wasn't like sharp pain. It wasn't really like ah. It was more like ah. It was just a little, like someone pinched you. You feel like someone pinches you, like not like a soft pinch, but like a pretty good hard pinch. But it didn't last long. It was just quick like this. You hear that snap? That's how fast it was. Because if it's done right, if it's done correctly, it won't really hurt as much. But if it is done by somebody who is new, that's why fuck everybody who is trying to do it if you are new. I don't like that. I need somebody that's been there for 72 years, has a missing tooth, and has gray hair. That is the only way I feel properly safe. And in this occasion, she was exactly like that. I think that's why I like them now. So anyway, she stabbed my arm and she said, "That didn't hurt too bad now, did it?" No, I didn't even feel it. Well, that's good, kiddo. And then she stabbed me some more. How about that? Do you feel it now? Mr. Krabs? Stop it, you're hurting me. Anyways, after she put it in my vein, she put some tape around on the wire, that way it didn't fall off or anything. She taped it to my arm, and then she put a little cloth over the needle where she stabbed me with the needle. That way I wouldn't have to look at it. And then the machine started sucking my blood, and then I just see it through the little tube. It's a clear little tube, and you just see your blood just go through it's like a Red Sea. As if a female had her period right on your arm. And then it just spews out into a little baggie. And then you just see the drip inside the bag, slowly filling up, just ever so slightly. Because you cannot fucking rush this thing, or else you'll get sucked up like a vampire just got done with you. So I was there. They gave me a little ball to squeeze, because you have to squeeze your arm. That way you are constantly releasing blood. You get me? If you're squeezing your arm, it's like opening up, closing, open, closing, open, closing, and in that process you are releasing more blood. That way you get out of there quicker. So I was there for about a good, I would say, I did a quick 45 minutes. I was 45 minutes. And this was during my sixth period, okay? Sixth period, so I had 2 more to go after that. This was sixth period that I was in, so I had 7, 8, okay? For those of you that are slower than a bag of potatoes. And then about 45 minutes later, I'm like, it filled up. I had like a liter, I think it's a liter of blood, I believe. And then the machine started beeping. And then that alerted the nurse to come over and take me off of the machine. So she swung on by and she was like, that wasn't too bad now, was it? Nah, that wasn't bad at all, Mrs. Rogers. That was pretty cool. Maybe you could suck me off now, huh? And she said, no, thank you. And then I cried again. And you guys are saying, why you cry so much? Because there's a bowl of onions always beside me. And then she had to remove the said needle. Now, if it is done correctly, this will not hurt a single bit. Not at all. Not even like, you know how it felt a little sore earlier? You won't even feel that. So she took it off. I seen her just pull it off nice. It didn't hurt. I didn't feel nothing. I was like, is she gonna do it yet? And then I didn't even know that she already took it off. And she just had me hold a little cloth to my vein. That way I wasn't spewing blood like a fountain. So after that, I just held it there. Then she had to wrap my my arm with what is it? Some kind of nylon wrap or whatever no, not nylon, bitch. You know, that one wrap that they put on injured people, whatever the fuck it's called. My brain is dead right now. And then they wrapped it up a little too tight in my opinion, because I was like, ouch, Charlie, that really hot. And then as soon as they were done wrapping it up, they're like, we got snacks over there. They got juice, water, so go ahead and help yourself. Make sure you have a good amount. That way your blood is back. And, you know, so I went, I grabbed an apple, I grabbed a granola bar, and I grabbed some orange juice. I then proceeded to put all of it in my mouth. And then after I was done chewing and swallowing it, I then laid down. Because they wanted you to lay down to make sure you felt good, you felt alright, and you were ready to rock and roll, baby. And me personally, I was like, ooh, I feel a little dizzy. Even though I wasn't, but, you know, me and my homies were like, screw that, I ain't going back to class. It was already, by that time, it was already like 7th period about to end, and then it was about to be 8th period. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to milk this. So then I laid down for another, I would say, 20 to 25 minutes, and that was like already halfway through 8th period. And then I was like, well, I guess we've had enough here. So I get up, grab another granola bar, grab another thing of juice, stuff it in my mouth, and I say, alright, I'm out, ladies. Catch y'all on the flip side. And then I fainted. I'm just playing. And then I just walked out of there. And then I went into my 8th period class with only like 10 minutes remaining. And then I was like, hey, what up? And they gave me a cute little sticker that says, I saved a life. What have you done today? Or something like that. And I was wearing it with pride. I was happy. I was excited. And I was so tubular, dude. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm saving lives. And then my classmates were like, wow, you're so cool, Kevin. And then I got punched in the face by the teacher who said, you nerd. Shout out to Mr. Rogers. Why is everybody named Mr. Rogers in here? Because Mr. Rogers is a badass. He taught me about trains and puppets and how to love myself and masturbate. And then after that, I went home and I told my parents what I had done, and they were like, oh, that's good, Kevin. Yeah, that's real good. And then they stabbed me in the eye with a knife. And then there was another time where I donated blood and I had wrestling practice and I felt woozy and I about fainted. But that's a story for another time. You get me? I cannot be letting out all these great, valuable information at all times of the day. You know, I have to spread them out like your girlfriend spreads her legs to the universe. So moral of the story is, if you are able to donate, do it. It is not as bad as you believe. It is not actually bad at all. You will probably not even feel it, and guess what? You might even enjoy it, because you'll be like, wow, this is really beneficial to the human ecosystem. And then you'll be saving more lives than you can count, because 1 liter of blood saves about 2 or 3 lives. That is important, bro. It is important. I made those stats up, so if anybody's asking, I don't know if that was correct, but they told me some kind of number, but that was years ago, and I did it. I actually donated blood like last week. The American Red Cross came through. They're like, we need volunteers, please. If you have blood, come over. So I said, okay, I got you, bro. Then I proceeded to donate. I could tell that story, but another time, because I don't want to keep telling more stories, because my time is almost up. You know what that means? That means I gotta punch the nurse in the face with my foot. But yeah, I want you guys to be open to the possibility of donating, or at least try it one time. Get some new experience in you. If you haven't tried it, I recommend trying it. It's not that bad. Trust me, it is not that bad. Okay. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying tuned, and we'll be back tomorrow with daily uploads every day, Monday through Friday. You get me? And possibly Saturday if I don't have anything else to do, which I don't. But sometimes I just feel extremely lazy and I just want to play my video games. But as far as Monday through Friday, I got you, bro. I got you, man. You ain't gotta worry about nothing, fool. I ain't got no worries. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. And remember, like this video. Please hit it. Hit the like button right now. Hit it right now. Please. 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 Subscribe if you haven't already. Why haven't you subscribed? Huh? Why? And comment if you would like. But as always, stay black. Stay cool. And be yourself. Remember that. Always be yourself. Later, bitches. Yeah.